people and have a few close friends too. Let's watch and see. And have a few close friends.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, so our friendship needs to come now on. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, so our friendship needs to come now on.
Hey, everybody. We're here. We promise. Ba-dum. Happy early Valentine's Day, everybody. Real quick, let me pull up the chat and thank everybody who stuck with us. Our power cable wasn't working, but luckily I had a spare, so that was cool. Hello, Billy. Hello, Joe and Ashley. Hello, Delisha. That's it. That's fine. And anyone else who wanders in, what? Digital and Dice. You know, it's crazy. Mark and Lady Crass called in on our first Valentine's Day special. And I was like, I need to invite them, and I forgot. So I'm glad you made it here. Excuse me. Yeah, so we got a few questions. We may as well go over them. They are in the description, but I will go over them real quick. Otherwise, how are you, Kimber?
Good. Here, awake, ready to do the show.
That is good. All right, so the questions tonight are good or bad. What is your favorite first date from pop culture? Second one is, sorry. What TV show has the most adorable parents? 3 is, what pop culture couple do you wish dated in real life? And then number 4 is, what movie has the best use of a love song? And you have to sing your answer. So Raul should be excited for that. Pop in for a few minutes. Can't stay. Got your own stream to do. Well, have fun. Good luck. And if you don't know Digital and Dice, definitely check them out. You can wait till later.
Not right now.
If you don't mind. But yeah, definitely check out Digital and Dice. So first up, I think we have Billy. He may have been the first one. Yes, sirree. He is also a patron producer, so we may as well put up the peeler, which I did not do that correctly.
Oh,
guess that's not working, so that's fine.
I think you got to turn that on every time.
Oh yeah, I have to reset the chat. That's fine. This isn't one of the game streams. Speaking of game streams, though, tomorrow I will be playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm in the Tangled universe. Let's get Billy on the phone.
For sure.
So Kimber and I are toying around, we don't know for sure yet, with an idea for a new podcast.
Yeah, so something that I'm really interested in and passionate about, and I watch a lot of channels about, is true crime. Let me know if any of you guys have any interest in hearing about, you know, missing person cases, murders, mysteries. Let me know if you guys would watch that, and maybe we'll try one out.
And I think we would do that live, too. I think that'd be more fun. Hey, Billy.
What's up?
How's it going?
Going all right.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. I enjoy yours.
Look at that.
Thanks.
Look at that. You guys are summer blockbusters.
Made by Steven Spielberg.
You know what? For a second, my mind was like, don't say it in case it's wrong. But I'm an idiot. Anyway.
Questions.
I have a question for you. Good or bad, what is your favorite first date from movie, TV?
Okay, before we start, I just want to put this out there. I hate Valentine's Day.
We know.
I really hate it. But now that I got that out of the way, Blue French Horn, How I Met Your Mother. I mean, it's the first thing that popped into my mind. It was a good date and it was a bad date. Because at first, it was great. Yeah, the giant Smurf penis. That was a cute gesture. And, they had great chemistry and go along. And then Ted pulls the "I think I'm in love with you" line and ruins it. So it's both a good date and a bad date. And it just set the tone for the series that one of my favorite series ever.
Yeah. See, my choice is also from that show.
Yes.
It's a different Ted date because even though I'm not a huge fan of Ted, like he was the romantic gesture guy, right? So I liked his 1 minute date that he had with man, her name escapes me. You might know
Stella.
it. Do you know what her name is?
Stella.
The girl who ran away from the wedding.
Stella.
Stella. There it is. So the date he had with Stella, he kept asking her out. She said no like a million times, and then eventually she said basically it's because she has no time and she has a kid. So he ended up taking her on this like 5 minute date or 1 minute date even. And it was just like a series of little, like he had a little restaurant set up and they'd spend like 10 seconds there and then they'd get in a cab and like drive 3 feet forward. And there was like a little movie set up. It was just really sweet and cute moment for them. And I'd rather appreciate that because as much as I love the blue French horn thing, I hate those two as a couple. And man, they really disappointed me with the ending of that show because I just think Robin and Ted were terrible for each other.
I want to add that I agree 100%, but this was the pilot episode also, so we didn't know how it would turn out. And this was before Ted turned, awful. So, yeah, it just, like, this was when we still rooted for Ted and not, dude, you could have had the one, like, a while ago. You could have been with Elliot from Scrubs. That would have been fine. But she screwed you over, but yeah, I'm still sticking with my answer.
Yeah, it's a great show.
So shout out to our last Valentine's episode, which was Bad Romance. So if you hate Valentine's Day, you may want to go and rewatch that one.
Nice plug.
Hey, I'm good at this. So my pick is from The Office. And it's the episode, I think it's a trivia night or something, but Michael's at a bar, Michael Scott. And he's on a date, but he doesn't realize he's on a date, and he's killing it. Like, he's doing really well. But the moment he realizes he's on the date, it goes, like, horribly wrong. That's
him in a nutshell, basically.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one.
Nice.
Question number 2. What TV show has the most adorable parents?
Ooh.
This isn't really a traditional answer, but I decided because they are parents, Gomez and Morticia.
I thought about them too.
Yeah, great minds. Yeah, Gomez and Morticia are just the best. I mean, yeah, they take PDA to a whole new level, but like, those two were made for each other. They do love their children, even if it's in a weird way for us, or like it's weird in the traditional sense, but they do love their children. And yeah, I mean, you can't get more awesome, iconic than Gomez and Morticia. From the ad.
Yeah, I think it's that they do love their children, and as like a goth kid, because I was always like gloomy, that's like the fantasy is that so many people want to be accepted by their parents, and these people accept their kids wholeheartedly. And I think even if their kids were normies and didn't fit into the family, I still think that they would accept them wholeheartedly. I think that's just kind of the kind of parents that they are.
And they're just so passionate about each other, too.
Yeah, they love each other.
Very passionate. I mean, it's also, even if you didn't have Gomez and Morticia, you still got Fester, you still got Grandmama. It's just an awesome family. The Addams family is just an awesome family you want to be a part of.
For sure.
Did you have an answer?
Yeah, I'm going to do How I Met Your Mother again because I love Marshall and Lily, and I think that they're such good parents. Like their little night song that they sing together every night. Like it's just such a wholesome environment. And again, they're a really solid couple that don't really have any major problems. They just love each other. It's a super nurturing environment. Even down to Lily being like a teacher for young children, like you get that whole parent vibe from them. Even before they were parents, you could tell that they would be wonderful parents.
So that was my answer. But I also have another answer, but I'm waiting for a specific person to come in for it. But my backup was Ma and Pa Kent from, well, two versions. The really adorable version is from the Lois and Clark show, where they're old and they're just on the phone all the time talking to them. I have to get rid of that. It's like something plugging up there.
Uh-oh.
But yes, they're adorable. And of course, the Smallville Ma and Pa. There's a little bit more drama for story's sake, but they loved each other. Lionel!
Yeah, that one was hard because a lot of the shows that I watched do not have great parents.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was a very difficult answer, or it was a difficult question to find the answer to. But yeah, those are good answers.
Thank you. I'm glad you approved. Question number 3. What pop culture couple do you wish dated in real life?
This is another difficult question. I just put Missandei and Grey Worm. I've been rewatching
it
like crazy, and those two have awesome chemistry. I mean, the guy who plays Grey Worm is like super chill, and he has my 2 favorite episodes of Guest Grumps, which is Hank Grumps, and yeah,
I'll take 100 cheeseburgers, please.
Yeah, and I think the actress's name's Natalie Emmanuel. She's beautiful.
She's the hottest chick in the world.
Can we say whose favorite she is?
She's my favorite and Morgan's favorite as well. We both think that she's just like the most stunningly beautiful, like perfect woman I've ever seen. Like, and then they showed her without her clothes on, and it's sickening. Like she's raising the bar for all women. She's like ruining the curve because she is just like stunning.
If not the best, then one of the best at the very least. I can't agree with you more.
Yeah, she's the best. She's like the most beautiful woman on TV, I think. It's like out of control how perfect that woman is. My choice is not from How I Met Your Mother, but I liked your choice a lot. I think they're really cute together. They got great chemistry, like you said. Full blown agree.
I would have said John and Egret, but they actually ended up
they are
married, so yeah, that canceled that out.
So I know that they both have other people in their lives and everything, but when I watched A Star is Born, I thought that Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper had amazing chemistry and just like this tension with each other that was so strong. And then if you see them in real life, how they are so freaking cute. I'm glad that neither one of their partners seemed to be too stressed, because I would be stressed if I was them. Like, they seem like the most beautiful couple there, and then they're not a couple. It's crazy. No? You're just going to give me dead silence, so it sounds like I just failed with my answer. Okay.
I get it, and I dig it. What about you, Tom?
Don't know.
What?
It's so hard.
What?
There's no one I like.
I'll give you like 10.
Well, I don't want any years. I want. Ready for this?
Maybe.
Moriarty and Sherlock. No. I don't know, man. Like, there's no one I ship enough for, like, to ruin a marriage over.
It's okay.
Okay, awkward. Continue. Next question.
Oh, man. So, number 4. What movie has the best use of a love song?
I'm just going to sing it. Girl, you're too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. And that is, of course, I Love You, Baby from 10 Things I Hate About You. It's awesome.
Good choice.
And it makes me mad that I never did that to the girl I liked in high school, because that would have been... epic. And I knew all the band geeks too, so it was doable. Just
Wow.
no, I love that movie. I love Heath Ledger, and I thought that he sung that very well, and it's an adorable little song. So that's my answer.
Good one.
You go ahead.
All right. My favorite one recently is the Celine Dion track from Deadpool 2 when he's doing the opening credits, and it was pretty good.
Not I'm All Out of Love.
No,
Vanessa.
Okay.
that's my pick. Hi, Raul.
Hey, Raul. So, y'all know I love Disney movies, but I think my favorite, like, we're falling in love scene of all time will please Tom, because it's the carpet ride scene, A Whole New World in Aladdin. Like, that's my favorite one. There are a lot, but when you really think about them, they get kind of creepy. Like, I love Kiss the Girl from The Little Mermaid as well, but it's a little weird.
Listen to it in minor.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I have my personal favorite Disney song, which my personal falling in love song. Whole New World is definitely top 5 just Disney songs ever. But mine, if I had to choose like Disney, then it would be I See the Light from Tangled. I just thought that was very
Tangled as well.
You watch my stream tomorrow. That's what I'm doing.
It's a sweet movie. And yeah, Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi both have amazing singing voices.
I don't think Zachary Levi returned for Kingdom Hearts 3 because the voice is rough. Hey man, James Wood returned, so don't trash it.
No, I know. Kingdom Hearts 3 is awesome.
Oh, are you playing it?
I did finally play it. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's very complicated.
Cutscene the movie or the game.
Yeah, I had to cram in a lot of story, and it's pretty nuts, but it's a lot of fun.
I agree. Well, that's all 4 questions.
Yes, it is.
Billy, what are you up to?
Not much. Just I'm always hanging around the Odd Shaped Peoples on Twitter and Instagram. Sorry. You can find me on Twitter at BBusterBill. All the B's are capitalized. You can find me on Instagram at Billy Batson's Lightning. And yeah, I do a DC show here, and I really, really need to get back on that.
I have a solution for this this whole editing thing. Okay. We'll do it live, baby. Oh God, what's that? So yeah, we'll talk about it and we'll try to figure out a schedule. I used to do the older podcasts, and then I just would crawl into the corner and let the hosts do whatever. So maybe we can do that again. But I'll talk to you soon.
All right, sweet.
Bye.
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 I almost stopped the broadcast.
Yeah, you almost shut down
the Billy Show. All right. Up next, I think we have Joe and Ashley. I will be sending the invitation to Joe. And I hope the person I'm waiting for isn't just lurking, because I have such a good answer for them. Cal. Hey!
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going. Yourself?
It's going.
It's going.
Monday went pretty quick, so that's good. Are those new glasses, Ashley?
Yes, they are.
They're cute.
Thank you.
Are those old glasses, Joe?
Yes.
They look good.
Thank you. I do have new ones coming in, though.
Ashley has new glasses. Why don't you do it?
I already know because Ashley's my friend and she sent me a picture.
Sorry.
They're cute.
I said that's exactly what I said. So happy Valentine's Day.
Almost.
Almost.
I wanna say real quick thank you to Delisha real quick. She sent us an anniversary card. It's early, but we appreciate the card.
Aw, that's sweet. Dell's
Let's
the
get
best.
a hashtag Dell in the chat. I'll start.
Well, I'm not going to right now because I would have to put my phone down and get away from it.
Hashtag Dell. No, I mean that's correct, but no. All right. Are you ready for these questions?
About as ready as we can be.
Good or bad? What is your favorite first date from pop culture?
You want to go first?
My favorite first date is Mikey and Titus from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, especially because Titus was so hesitant to go on the date and like made it like a big deal, but like a big deal in the way where it's like, oh, I can't believe I have to do this, and why are you so helpless? Because Mikey was, new at this whole thing. He had just come out, and then like when they're on the date, things are not going well when they go to the nightclub, and Titus is used to getting into the club quickly because all of the guys he's dated are like super like good looking, typical like club guys, but who are not very nice. But Mikey is a nice guy, and then when they eat food and it's too hot or whatever, and he spits it in his face, and it's just like the worst things that could happen. But Mikey is just super chill, and then of course they kind of have their little falling out afterward because Titus is an idiot. But then eventually they do start dating and whatnot. But they're just so adorable. They're my favorite.
Yeah, they're super sweet. We love them too.
All right, so Ashley's was all sweet and positive and amazing, and I'm going to choose something kind of the opposite, but from a similar production crew. I'm going to choose the first date between Liz Lemon and Dr. Drew, what's his name, from 30 Rock, played by John Hamm. This is the second episode he's in, because in the first episode she like stalks him and steals his mail and accidentally drugs him and all sorts of terrible stuff. But then they set up a date, and the first date, she didn't even realize it was on Valentine's Day. Where she made this terrible cheese stew that made her sick, gave her like lots of gas problems.
Lots of toilet issues.
When she was on the toilet, the strange air pressure in her apartment threw the door open to see her, so he could see her on the toilet.
I remember.
And then his daughter from his ex-wife got dropped off, who has been drinking and stealing stuff and
just really a terrible, terrible child.
And looped Liz in on it. And then, again, this is still on their first date. He had to go to the hospital because his mother was dying, and he didn't want to be alone, only to find out whenever she stepped out of the room, the mother's last words were that I'm not actually his mother, I'm his grandmother. The woman he thinks is his sister is his mother. So that's just all first date things. It's not a good first date.
That's crazy. It's almost as
that's
bad
a
as taking
doozy.
to your first date to A Star Is Born.
Yeah.
Which we saw.
We did see that happen, actually. It was really
no.
bad.
Ooh.
Because, like, the lights went up and everybody was a mess. Like, everybody was just in tears. But we had noticed when we first came in that these two were clearly on a first date, like, clearly. And, man, he looked so full of regret. Like, he was filled with regret.
I'm pretty sure I heard
This
him
is a great
saying that.
movie, but
No,
Yeah.
first date.
Last date.
so. But yeah, that was mine. It's too fun. The deer in the headlights look of this whole date just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, that's like 10 bad dates. Because I when you were talking about being like sick and having toilet issues, I thought of that first date. There's this, it's like a Jimmy Fallon, Drew Barrymore baseball movie called Fever Pitch. My mom likes it, so I've seen it like a dozen times.
Exactly what you're talking about.
But when they have their first date, he goes to like pick her up, and she's like violently ill, and it's actually a really sweet first date scene because he's like taking care of her the whole time. It's really adorable. But this is like 5 of those bad dates that could be individually a bad date, all crammed into one.
They make comments during the show. It's like, this is now date number whatever. And then when it gets to the bathroom point, it's like, okay, well, we skip from date 4 to date 20. She's like, no, date never. I would never let you see me on the toilet.
Yeah, understandable.
Question number 2. What TV show has the most adorable parents?
I'm going to choose something that probably shocks absolutely nobody, but I'm going to go with Bob and Linda Belcher.
Yeah.
He whispered, "Bob's Burgers," right before you said it.
And it's mostly because they still do dumb, precious, adorable things when Linda found out, again on another Valentine's Day episode, or no, maybe it was a dance episode, I don't remember. Bob and Linda were supposed to chaperone a dance at Tina's school that she ended up going to a different dance during that time, but that's not the point. And they found out that Bob didn't get to go to his like junior high dance because the girl he was supposed to go with dumped him on the steps of the dance. So she tried to give him the whole junior high dance experience by creating drama, sneaking in booze, and getting into a fight with them, and all sorts of other little things. And it's something you wouldn't really want done in real life, but it is adorable to watch as a show.
Yeah.
Don't you love TV?
I do.
TV is great.
What about you, Ashley?
This one was tough for me, and the best one I could think of was a couple of minor characters from Futurama, Leela's parents.
Okay.
Even though we don't see them a whole lot, like we do get to kind of see like through montage, like all the nice things that they did for her, even though like she had no clue like who these like little presents were from. And then in one of the later episodes, like when they get transformed back into their like younger years, and like she has to go live with them in the sewers, and they're like, "What are you doing, like young lady?" And just like all these like dorky things that excuse me, that she never got to experience.
Her dad tries to like give her tequila, and she's like, "No, I'm like 14." And he's like, "So a sippy straw?"
I'm supposed to be grounded.
Yeah, and like she's wanting that like that child experience, and they don't get it, and
yep,
they're just really cute together as well. And of course, like their character models are very similar, so they're just like very adorable.
Yeah, they're cute. I thought of some other adorable parents that you guys are good ones to have when I mention them. Twin Peaks. The cop, Andy, I think his name is, and the receptionist, when they brought in Michael Cera to play their son, like they were so sweet.
I forgot
with
that's
him.
their son.
He's
Yep.
so
Oh my
cute.
God.
Like the whole thing is adorable with them, and how like getting to see them as parents is so sweet.
Well, and more than that, even when it's not in regards to their kid, like them as an older couple is just precious. Like their little game of like, she wants this couch, and he's like, "Well, I don't like that couch," and she's like, "But I really like that couch." And then they're silent for a few minutes, and he's like, "Okay, you can get the couch."
They're adorable. I just loved how like doting they were on him, because he was all like, "Such a real cool guy," and they were like, "You're the best, coolest guy." Like it's so sweet.
Yeah, he looked like Marlon Brando.
That was his name too.
His name on the jacket. Good times.
That's too good. That's a good pick. Question number 3. What pop culture couple do you wish dated in real life?
This was rough because most of the ones I wish dated in real life do. The obvious one for me is Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman, because they are just amazing.
Yes.
On screen and off. But if I had to choose one, it would be, and I can't remember either of their names now, but Ben and Leslie from Parks and Rec.
Amy Poehler and
Amy Poehler,
Adam
Scott.
Yes.
I
got there. We got there.
Because they have good chemistry on screen, and she is much more comedy oriented and minded in real life, just like he is. And it would be fun to see them be like a comedy couple, much like Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally are a comedy couple. Those two together would be pretty fun.
Yeah, I considered Ben and Leslie for most adorable parents too, because they were just so like overwhelmed by having triplets. Like that's not something that they expected, but the way that they handled it and how cute they were with their kids, and even them trying to like think about setting them up with Anne's and Chris's kid later on, like it's really cute.
That was all Leslie though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raul is asking if Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally are married in real life. They sure are. They're an adorable couple.
And they have been for like years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they've been together a long time. I liked the song he wrote about her, if you've ever watched his comedy special.
I have not, but I need to. He is
yes.
And she is phenomenal. They're both amazing individual people, and they're just even more amazing together because they have recurring roles on Bob's Burgers where she plays Linda's sister, and he plays lots of other characters. But there's an episode where they play an old hippie couple who roped the kids into working on their pot farm.
Oh yeah,
And that's them playing.
blueberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. If you like them as a couple, I would highly recommend. I think his comedy special is called like Paddle Your Own Canoe or something like that. But he's really funny and he talks about their relationship a lot, and it's just
It's
really
American
like
Ham.
American Ham. Paddle Your Own Canoe is the song, I think. But it's so sweet to hear him talk about her because he like worships this woman, but also they're total equals and they really like respect each other. And it, like you said, it's just funny to see them be so silly and goofy and having the best time playing couples on TV, and even couples who hate each other. It's even funnier. I think they have an even better time with the Tammy and Ron thing.
Yep.
Because you can just feel the chemistry that they have and like the love between the both of
when
them.
they turn it on, when like him and Tammy like
when they're
yelling and then all of a sudden they just go at it, like that's
like I like to think that maybe they role play like that, like they hate each other.
Hey Tammy. He puts the fake mustache on his mustache.
She turns their room into a library.
I'm into it.
That would be tough.
Did both of you answer?
I have not.
Okay.
Like I'm having like a really hard time thinking of one.
Right?
Because like I either like they're already a couple or like I know they're married to someone else and I don't want to like be like a home wrecker.
Just break them up, girl. Be ruthless. I did.
I don't know. Like I really want to pair up Matt Berry with someone, but then I don't know like which of his co-stars would be appropriate because I don't know how exactly old he is. And the only one I could think of, they were on, he and Abby Jacobson were on
All right.
Disenchanted together. And they played a couple where like he was her betrothed, and he gets turned into a pig.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know if they're age appropriate, so like that's the only people I could think of because I just love Matt Berry so much.
You also suggested the woman who played Mrs. Purchase.
Oh yeah, but I don't know her name.
I'm going to ship him with Clem Fandango personally.
Oh yeah, I mean of course, those two are made for each other.
Yep.
Can you hear me, Clem Fandango? Can you hear Clem Fandango? Or maybe
Yes.
John Hamm.
Yes.
I mean, he was in love with them in the show.
Question number 4. What movie has the best use of a love song?
I was going to go with the love theme from Romeo and Juliet, the Zeffirelli version, 1968. There's like one actual song in the movie when Romeo and Juliet meet each other. It's like, you know, like what is a youth, what is a maid, and it kind of like gives the temperament of like the two sides, and it's just a really like lovely medieval sounding ish love song. I have the album, but it's over there. I don't want to get up, but I do have it.
We picked it up not too long ago, actually.
Dub just said The Wedding Singer in the chat. That's such a good pick.
There's a lot of good songs in there.
And I mean, especially the airplane scene.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna Grow Old with You.
He did also say Johnny Quest's 2 dads for the cutest parents, and I don't disagree.
Yeah, I don't either. I think that was actually the point of one of the episodes of Harvey Birdman.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the chat.
They kind of leaned into the fact that like, no, they're a couple.
Yeah, they're just not big on it, on expressing it. But yeah, The Wedding Singer is a great answer. What was your pick, Joe?
My pick is the song "The Inspiration" in Deadpool, the first one, when he's got the knife in his head.
Yes, that was my second pick.
And he starts trying to pull it out or something, or she's like screaming at him, but he's just so like
unicorn.
Yeah, and he like puts a little heart around her face with his hands, and it's just it's a beautiful use of that song. And it slows down as he starts trying to pull the knife out of his head or whatever. It's chef kiss.
It's pretty good. All right, I don't know if the command's gonna work. Let's see, but you should definitely check out Geeks My Nerd. Their channel, it's not popping up in the chat. It's in the featured channels on our YouTube page. Joe and Ashley, do you have anything coming up?
We are working on our next book club. We're kind of staggering releases now instead of doing monthly. We didn't have a lot of show up for them. It makes sense. Some of the books are kind of like niche sometimes. But we are working on trying some new format changes and things like that, using some skills we're picking up.
Cool.
And then Captain Marvel comes out soon, so we'll definitely be doing like a live
To Infinity War and beyond.
in the beyond part of that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And we have some other ideas of things we want to do, but we just gotta like figure out the time.
Yep.
And what format would work best. So
Yep.
we got a lot of ideas. It's just, there's not enough of us to execute them all.
Well, I wish you good fortune in the time to come. I don't know, man.
It's cool. It's cool. I get it.
Trying to be clever. Dub called me out because I tried your command, but I spelled it wrong. So there's that. But thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's always a pleasure. And we miss you.
And we'll hopefully see you guys sometime soon.
But yeah.
We were thinking of seeing if we could come visit during South by. Because I have recently learned that is very much like a public relations conference as well.
Yes.
And I would like to kind of like hobnob and mingle and get cards and things like that.
Yes. You guys should definitely be welcome. I just don't know what's going on. It's apparently there's a bunch of people coming through town. So once I know what everyone's arrangements are, I think you guys will be fine.
Well, we'll figure it out.
We got any of this?
We've got over a month.
They're thinking about swinging through South by possibly. Kimber's gonna be working.
I'm gonna be working like
crazy.
7 days a week for South by.
But they want to be out and about during the conference, so we're doing the stuff. So
Word.
I don't know. We'll talk.
Yeah, we got over a month.
We miss you, so we're gonna be like.
South by is just like our most money week of the year, so I want to try to capitalize on that.
Of course.
Naturally.
Makes sense.
Got this wedding to pay for.
But you guys can take me to Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah, you take Tom.
We'll do chicken and waffles. We'll do crepes.
We went there yesterday.
Yeah, we were at the Chicken and Waffles place yesterday.
Oh, that place is so good.
I was like, matcha, Joe's favorite.
We went to Hop Daddy yesterday, and they have queso fries. It made me think of those Taco Bell fries.
I'm probably gonna eat those again tonight. I go to Taco Bell like 3 times a week when they have the fries, and then when they don't have the fries, I'm like, ugh.
She goes 2 times a week.
Well, then,
yeah.
Hop Daddy, they got queso fries, and it's
Yeah,
good.
it sounds bomb. I will eat queso like anything.
Amen.
It's pretty great, and that Hop Daddy's by y'all's house, so just saying.
There is.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I think it's in that plaza with
Dragon Slayer.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Talk to you
Bye,
soon.
guys.
Raul, are you still with us?
Yeah, if you're in the chat and you want to call in, just let us know. We know Valentine's Day isn't for everyone, so we won't be too sad if no one.
That's okay.
If you're not feeling up to calling in. I know Dell was in there for a while too. I just don't know if she was.
Yeah, Dell, were you
intending to call
planning
in.
on calling in? TJ, are you still around? Dub. Hey. Nice. I'm calling you right now, buddy. I'm calling you right now. Uh-oh. Kimber's bringing trouble out. Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, is Gabango?
Yeah,
Oh, it's so cute.
Vinny, he's talking to you.
Oh.
She's getting too roused up.
Yeah, she
I
just
wonder to come say hi.
wants to play with us. How's it going, bud?
Very good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're doing good. The place is looking good and festive. One bunch of flair.
Yes, there's a lot of it. Like I just arranged my Blu-rays finally. They're in alphabetical order.
Oh,
Ooh, look at you.
you're fancy, Raul. You're fancy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fancy in a small ass apartment in downtown LA, but I'm fancy.
Hey, we
that
tried to be
sounds pretty
fancy,
fancy.
in a small ass apartment too. So, all right.
Wait to it.
So, good or bad? What's your favorite first date from pop culture?
It's gonna sound cliche, but that's an episode that I will never forget. Every time that I think about this show, I will always remember it. When Ted met Victoria in How I Met Your Mother season 1.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a beautiful episode. It's like if you see only one episode How You Met Your Mother, I will always suggest that one because that's like the perfect. It's like a romantic comedy told in 22 minutes.
Yeah. Why don't you
That's the thing I love.
explain the episode in case people haven't seen it?
The episode picks up when Ted he's in a wedding. I forget the name of the girl. The she went to the wedding and Robin was supposed to be there, but she was not. And Ted meets a girl right there at the wedding, and this girl and Ted they arrange a meeting of they arrange a rule of not sharing names, not sharing any particular data. They're just gonna spend the night and that's it. No phone calls, no social media, nothing. It will be one night thing and that's it. And so by accident, Barney shares his name and they have a whole beautiful romantic evening. They stole champagne, they stole the bouquet, and all of the things that happen in one night. And everybody's like, but why you didn't ask for her information? Why did you not ask for anything? And the whole episode is to see in the past of what happened that night at the same time, then realizing that he needs to find Victoria. And so that's a beautiful episode because I will never forget when Ted is dancing with her and Ted is like, but why do you want to tell me your name? Ted, just close your eyes. And the way that Ted is just counting and Victoria is doubting at the same time and Victoria is leaving. I'm like, that's a beautiful moment. I really love that episode so much.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's funny because this is now the third Ted Mosby date that's been chosen in this particular category, but that's like Ted's exact problem.
Yeah.
Like I would never, if I was dating Ted, feel like special because every girl to him is like the love of his life, you know?
Yeah, I can see your point. That's the thing. Like,
Ooh, for some reason the audio got really low. Did you cover your?
oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I can see that problem, but that's the other thing. You don't think that a lot of people always have their hopes up to every single people that it could be the one, and that's why Ted had that mistake because he always think anyone could be the one.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's true. Like, there's like I always hated Stella. I hated Stella so much, especially my sister was rewatching the show and she was rewatching the episodes of Stella, and every time that Stella said something, we were like, "Why did you fucking leave her? Why you didn't notice it? Why never notice that Stella was never gonna answer back?"
Yeah, she didn't even like Star Wars, man.
Oh no. Stella had all of it was the Star Wars thing of moving to, I think it was like Queens where she was living.
Jersey,
Sorry, living in Jersey, and then Stella even gave her about the data about the daughter and the other guy at the end. Also, Ted arranging that whole marriage in like one weekend before even analyzing the complete different relationship status that is gonna happen because of the daughter and the father.
yeah.
Like,
She also, like, sorry to cut you off. She also like kind of let her husband write those wedding bride movies about Ted too.
Uh-huh.
Like, we never saw her like reach out or apologize or say anything about that. She was just kind of complicit in that situation as well, which that really like made it hard for him, you know?
And for me, I will always say it, and I don't care if it's controversial. Stella was a fucking bitch. I hated her always.
You're funny.
Yeah, she was a fucking bitch, and I'm surprised that the show she never got any like punishment for what she did.
Nope, she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so question 2 is, what TV show has the most adorable parents?
Oh, that's a really hard one because I was thinking about it when Joe and Ashley were answering. I will say 2 options. Lily and Marshall in How I Met Your Mother in the later seasons.
Yes.
Even though we didn't saw them as much as parents. And I will also answer a tricky one. Steven Universe. Greg as the father of Steven, and the Gems. The Amethyst, Pearl, and Garnet technically are like the mothers of Steven. Because it's like a new way to tell about family. How they're so different from each other, but they represent the way that Steven is getting raised. That is not a new what is the term again? Like a neutral family. It's not like a
nuclear family.
It's not traditional.
Yeah, thank you. It's not a nuclear family. Because even in one episode they touched that subject when Connie's parents they want to meet Steven's parents.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that choice a lot. Candace would like that for sure. Question 3, what pop culture couple do you wish dated in real life?
Just for a joke's sake, Norgan. Well, it's in our pop culture. Yeah, but real, that's the other thing because a lot of people they're dating in real life, like Emily Bankham and I forget the name of the guy from Revenge. They just got married a few months ago. That was my ship when I was seeing that show. Snow White and the Prince Charming from Once Upon a Time. They got married in real life also. Even though Anna Faris and Chris Pratt got divorced, that fucking bastard. That was one of my ships. Yeah, but I don't like right now. I don't have an answer for it. Like all of them they got married in real life.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. You know we never force you to answer the questions if you don't really have an answer.
Answer them.
No. All right. So our last question for tonight is, what movie has the best use of a love song?
Ooh, that's a really good one. Ooh, I'm blanking right now. Oh no, I'm blanking. I'm like all of my romantic comedies knowledge went to the crapper just because I was like, I always think about the scene but not the songs. I was like, God damn it. You can suggest one?
No, you have to pick.
No, you guys said you guys tell me
Titanic.
about your options.
Titanic.
Titanic.
Ooh, even though it's not that romantic, but I don't want to miss a thing from Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Oh.
Yes. They put out the song when Ben Affleck is putting the animal crackers.
Yeah, and it's weird because that's his daughter.
Yeah, and also they put out the song again when Bruce Willis is dying and he's saying goodbye to Liv Tyler.
How'd that go?
Yeah, and also, it's a really good choice because that's a beautiful song. You will never forget when Kate Willis putting her hand in that window when they're having sex, and you remember the song also.
Wearing this. Wearing
Only this.
Yeah, so those are the only two that I can think of right now.
That's fair. Well, Raul, where can people find you?
Oh, they can find me on Twitter, Stardust, and Instagram at RaulRDC. Just Warner Bros. They just said they're gonna use one of my tweet about Infinite Romantic to promote the movie.
Your fingers on the mic again, buddy.
Oh crap! Yeah, Warner Bros. Is gonna use my tweet to promote the movie Infinite Romantic, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's good timing with the Valentine's episode.
Put that on the resume.
Yeah, and so also that's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I saw it like 3 weeks ago. Also, a movie that I can say right now that I liked it a lot, Happy Death Day 2. I saw it months ago.
Oh, yeah?
I saw Happy Death Day 2. When Morgan left, like 7 months ago, I saw Happy Death Day 2.
Yeah, that's like that groundhog horror.
Yeah. They're really pumping the ads out for
So,
that one.
how much is WB paying you for that great shout out?
Ooh.
We want a cut of that.
No, leave them alone.
Yeah, especially because I'm not getting my Marvel paycheck because I'm not liking Marvel. So that's why I'm getting my Warner Brothers paycheck.
Hey man, you gotta double dip sometimes. Some people drive Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, and also I also got my Sony paycheck because I like Venom and Spider-Verse, so I have to get paycheck from anyone.
Well,
There
I
you
like
go.
Spider-Verse. Where's my check?
You have to live in LA. Oops.
Oh, that's the secret.
That's the secret.
All right.
All right, Raul. Well, thank you so much.
That's why Morgan doesn't get any baby seat checks because he doesn't like Doctor Who or Downton Abbey.
It's true. He does not. Well,
The only two shows.
no.
Nobbleberry.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out and calling in, buddy. It's always nice to see you, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thank you. And also don't forget, in Mexico, we celebrate Valentine's Day with love and friendship. People here in the States, they don't have to be always focused on what's like, oh my God, it's about love and I don't have anyone. Celebrate also friendship on Valentine's Day.
I like that. That's beautiful.
Brought to you by Raul.
No, that's great.
No, I liked it too. I was just.
All right, buddy. Well, happy Valentine's Day, and we'll definitely celebrate your friendship.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Bye.
All right.
I think Dell might be our last caller tonight.
Did Janine plan on calling in?
She did not respond in the chat to that question, so I'm going to say that she probably does not want to call in tonight.
Okay,
But that's
Delisha,
completely fine.
I will give you a link in the chat. That's all for you. Go ahead.
Here you go.
Thanks for my phone.
You know who else would be a cute couple in real life? Tahani and Jason Mendoza. No?
That would be no. I should.
They're both beautiful people. Hey, Del.
Hey,
What's up? How are you?
good. How are you guys?
I
Good.
like your hair.
Thank you.
She's always cute. You already know.
Oh, thank you.
You got some questions for her?
Yeah, I got some questions.
I might have answers.
Question one is good or bad? What is your favorite first date from pop culture?
Because I'm a total mark for them. I love Barry and Iris from The Flash, and I don't care why people think their relationship is gross because it is not. Those people are just hating. But no, their first date didn't go too well because TV shenanigans. Barry wanted everything to be perfect and not involve any of his superpowers or whatever, and so everything that could goes wrong. They weren't really having a good conversation. Joe's calling him because I think there's an armed robbery going on and they need the Flash to come save the day. So first date didn't go so well, and of course this comes out. I think this happened in like season 3. So we had 2 seasons of Barry going through armor of like his crush on Iris that everyone is attuned to except for her. So it was a great payoff for the fans, and then at the end of I believe it happened at the end, they did get to do a do-over for their date, and now they're married, so it all works out.
Yeah, they're cute. Those two actors too.
Yeah.
Like they look cute
She
together.
looks prettier every time she's on screen.
She's so pretty. She's super pretty. But they're super cute together too. I agree about that.
Question number 2 is, what TV show had the most adorable couple?
Parents.
Or, you know what I meant.
I was like, oh, that's a totally different
Couple that
no.
had kids.
I guess. I went through 3 different answers. I still don't even know which one to go with. So I'm gonna say all 3 because we got time. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
Well, the first one that popped in my head was Lorelai and Luke from Gilmore Girls. I mean, I know technically they're not the parents of you know what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
They're not really, their kids, whatever. But they're still a cute couple, and I think they always do a good job of trying to parent the children that they do have and the stepkids that they have as well. So I always adored their relationship, and he owns a diner, so he knows how to cook. So that's always great. and then the other one that popped in my head was Mitchell and Cameron from Modern Family. I don't know why. I just love those two. I think on screen they have great chemistry together, and every time they're in shenanigans with Lily, it cracks me up to no end. And I love that we do see a gay couple, whether or not they're gay in real life or not, but gay on television on, I guess you call it prime time. I think I haven't watched Modern Family lately, so yeah, on prime time television on a prominent network. So I think that's pretty cool. And then the last one that came to mind as I was still writing the answers was the show My Wife and Kids with Damon Wayans and Tisha Campbell. I think that they were always a great example of what a relationship is like, because it wasn't always like hunky-dory, we love each other type of like romance. I guess you can see that even recently on like Blackish, to where it's not all we love each other every day. It's not marriage is work. So
Yeah.
I really like that they portrayed that back in the early 2000s when didn't really see that a lot on television, especially in Black families, or with Black families, I should say. They didn't show a lot of the struggles of not just parenting, but being in a relationship in general, especially for a long time.
Yeah.
So I always enjoyed seeing that aspect.
Great choices.
Question number 3. What pop culture couple do you wish dated in real life?
We're going all the way back to question 1 because my choice is Grant Gustin, and I forgot to write down her name. Even though I know he's married to someone else, because at first I thought they actually were together. I was like, let me make sure that they're not, but they're not. But I think they're really cute, and they do portray like that quirky couple on screen so well that it'll be cool if he wasn't married and single, that they would be married in real life.
Plus, they wouldn't have to deal with the whole like foster brother thing.
No, they wouldn't be like, "Ha, we're married in real life, bitches." Deal with it.
Okay. And the last question for the last caller is
best for last.
What movie has the best use of a love song?
Okay, so again, I have multiple answers. Well, just 2. I did one for like a traditional like couples song that they did from a classic movie, not only in cinema but Black cinema. But that would be "This Woman's Work" by Maxwell in the movie Love and Basketball. Which is, I mean, it does come for like during a love scene, but it's an iconic scene from that movie because it's like it's been a whole big will they won't they throughout the movie because of them being childhood best friends and finally getting together moment. And then plus it's Maxwell recording in the Baxwell, and whoa, I don't even know what I just said. I had too much caffeine today. It's Maxwell singing in the background, which makes it all the more romantic. And then my second one is, this one's for all my gals for Valentine's Day. It's from another movie, Waiting to Exhale, but it's "Count on Me" by Whitney Houston, because I feel like that movie signifies what having like girl friendship is all about, just being there for your girls when they need you. And then the song is perfect. You know, you can count on me, whether it's through a breakup or whatever it is that you're going through. And I was like, well, you know, you can represent, as Raul said, friendship as well, than the traditional relationship on Valentine's Day to show your love. So I thought about that movie when I was thinking about the question.
That's awesome. I love that too. Like, you know how like couples have a song together. Like, I have a song with Candace. Like, we've been friends for so long that we have like our song. It's "Dig" by Incubus. It's a band.
Okay.
But and that always makes me think of her, and we've like sang it to each other at karaoke and stuff. So I think that that's sweet too. That sentiment.
Yeah, you can't forget about your friends. They will be with you either way before your person or way after if it doesn't work out. So
For sure.
you gotta show them love, not just on Valentine's Day, but every day.
Yeah, I liked what Raul said, though. I didn't know that. He said in Mexican culture, like, you celebrate your friendships, too. I think that's really great, because, like, friends are super important.
I mean, when you buy a box of Valentines, it's not for one person.
Well, yeah, no, I sent out Valentines to all the people.
We sent out Valentines. My name's in there.
But I guess that is all the questions for tonight.
And that sound means we're...
No. Why don't you tell people where they can find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Delisha Renee. And you can find me next Monday with Cal on Aftermath recapping WWE's Elimination Chamber, which should be pretty fun. And I may not have an impressive Blu-ray as Raul, but I'm finally getting my bookshelf together. And
awesome.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I still have 2 boxes to go through, but progress.
Are you sure you're not Ravenclaw?
Awesome. Janine says she likes your pick, and she also likes the song "Dig" that I was talking about. So awesome. Thanks, Janine.
Oh, Del, I have a favor to ask.
Yeah.
Since Cal didn't show up tonight, can you let him know that my real pick for most adorable parents, and the reason why I made this question, is the Night's Watch, and it's Cal's parents?
Okay. I would definitely.
Or you can even say, what's the wrestling show? Aftermath. Sure, anything he hosts. His parents are cute.
Gotcha. He'll love it.
All right, Del. Well, we will see you later.
All right, night, guys. Love you.
Thanks for calling in. We love you too. Bye.
All right, well, one last chance for some feedback on a true crimes podcast, possibly. Janine, true crimes podcast. We just need one vote. Thank you for joining us. We had a good time. We hope you have a great Valentine's Day with your loved ones and your friends. Well, I hope you love your friends. And I
hope your loved ones are your friends.
Tomorrow I'm playing part 3 of Kingdom Hearts, and I might be playing some other game at the end of the week. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for joining us, and 2 weeks we'll probably do an OSP and chill or something.
True story. All right, guys, thank you. Bye. I'm gonna hit the button.
Okay.
And we're gonna go get nacho fries.
Oh.